Hi, my name is Kroboth. I'm a paramedic, field supervisor, and training officer, and I'm here to talk to you today about microstream capnography. So, in today's world, patient care, we need to get good, reliable respiratory rates and end-tidal CO2 values. Why? Because we think we're great at measuring respiratory rate. We're not. And with capnography, we can measure a patient's ventilation, perfusion, and metabolism status. That's a big deal. For the decision to put one device on a patient, we get 3 clinical findings. So let's talk about that system. So this is the microstream advanced filter line set. And starting at the top, we have 2 nasal prongs. These nasal prongs are what monitor the sample coming out of the nose. And we have a mouth scoop. And that mouth scoop monitors the sample coming out of the mouth. So we get bilateral monitoring through both nares, and we get the mouth scoop. So if the person's a mouth breather, we got them. Nose breather, we got them. So one of the things you'll notice with the new microstream advanced filter line set is it has increased patient comfort. So the nasal prongs, much more flexible, much more comfortable. And the scent, it actually has a neutral scent. It doesn't smell like that rubbery kind of hosey smell anymore. So the beauty of having increased patient comfort means increased patient compliance. So that means your samples are better and more reliable. You'll see perforations here on the top. Those perforations are where the oxygen's delivered. So we have our oxygen tube coming here, and we have our side stream sampling set line coming here. We can give up to 5 liters per minute. Good to know. As we go down, so we'll start down here on the oxygen tubing. We go down the oxygen side. We have this proprietary non-kinking tubing, which is great because in the heat of the moment, we all know things get stepped on, pinched, pulled. This tubing will not collapse on you, and so it'll maintain oxygenation to your patient throughout. As we go down the side stream sampling set, here we get to the very bottom, which the very bottom has probably one of the most game-changing things in today's world, and that's that 0.2 micron hydrophobic filter. This prevents moisture from coming in the circuit, as well as pathogens like bacteria, viruses, and other gunk getting in the back. As you come down, we have this quick seal connection. Screw it in, start it up. Allow 20 seconds for the system to calibrate to the ambient environment, and then put the circuit on our patient. And then once we put that circuit on our patient, it's going to be pulling a 50 milliliter per minute sample continuously, which means that we can use it on neonates as well. The nice thing about continuous is, once you plug it in, you're good. You don't have to hit reacquire. You don't have to hit a time interval for it to give you a sample. It's going real time. Those waveforms you see, real-time waveforms. The values, or the respiratory rate, is a mean over 20 seconds. The nicety to that is if the patient was just sobbing, talking, it accounts for that. So it gives me the mean right in the middle of that last 20 seconds. So that's our microstream advanced filter line set. Let's talk about the other ones. The issue with those are they haven't been validated. Microstream filter line sets are the only ones that have been tested to be accurate and reliable across all parameters when utilized with microstream enabled sockets. Imposters, they'll use 1 nasal prong to sample and 1 nasal prong to deliver oxygen. I don't know about you, but my nasopharynx is 1 void connected to the back of my throat. The issue there is if you're pushing a gas into that void and sampling that same gas set, you could be blunting or washing your sample by the oxygen delivery that you're putting into that circuit. Other ones, they'll actually have breaks in the circuit. So here on the microstream one, you'll see this side stream technology is continuous all the way down to your monitor. Some of the imposters on the market will actually have a lure lock setup, whether it's on the sampling side or the oxygen side. That problem is that lure lock becomes loose, you actually lose sample to your environment or start pulling environmental gas in, which means your sample is inaccurate or non-valid. So it could put you in a bind where you're making a clinical decision off of values that are not true to your patient or their patient status. So as a recap, microstream advanced filter line set, it's good, reliable for your patient. It helps you monitor an effective and real-time respiratory rate, your patient's ventilation status, perfusion status, and metabolism status.